Alright, so let's talk about the main milestones of a federal government career. Whether you're currently a government employee or you're considering getting into the government, let's talk about what you can expect. The first milestone is after the first 14 days, you will earn 4 hours per pay period, and it doesn't go away. It will continue to stack upon itself. Unlike regular leave where you will have use or lose, you can keep earning sick leave. And the sick leave can be used for your family members or medical appointments. You do not necessarily have to wake up with the flu or the cold or be sick, but you can use it to help others out. An added benefit is this sick leave, as it is accumulating, you can use it towards the end of your career when it comes time for your federal government pension. The next milestone happens at the 18-month mark. Two things happen here. You are eligible for Fers disability coverage, which is a benefit that replaces 60% of your salary for the first year and then 40% for subsequent years until the age of 62. Let's say you get into a serious car accident or you have a serious illness, like a terminal illness, then you can use this. But the disability has to be projected to last a year or longer. Second, you are eligible for the lump sum survivor benefit. So your spouse, kids, or the person you list in the forms would receive a one-time payment of 50% of your salary, plus an additional benefit of over $30,000. For example, if you were a GS-14 in the Washington, D.C. area, this death benefit would equate to about $100,000. This money would be used to help cover for burial or funeral expenses. The next milestone happens at 3 years, and two things happen. One, it is when you are fully vested into your TSP. During your employment, your agency automatically contributes a percent into your TSP, depending on how much you contribute, all the way up to 5%. It is also when you will start earning 6 hours of leave per pay period. This ends up being about 53 more hours of leave a year. If you work an 8-hour day, then it works out to be an extra 6.5 days of leave every year. Being fully vested is very important because if you leave before the 3-year mark, then you're only able to take your contributions. But if you stay at least 3 years, then when you leave, you're able to take the money that was matched for the TSP. And this could easily end up being tens of thousands of dollars. So if you're able to try to stay at least to that 3-year mark. The next milestone occurs at 5 years. This is when you're fully vested into the federal pension system. This means that you can receive an annual annuity or a federal pension once you hit the age of 62, as long as you have 5 years of service in the federal government. And this is for the rest of your life. The federal pension is not tied to the market, so it doesn't matter what the economy is doing. If we're in a recession or a depression, it's not going to influence the amount that you will be entitled to with a federal pension. Now, this starts at 5 years, but the longer that you stay in, then the bigger the payment for the pension. This is also when you can convert active duty military service into civilian service for retirement purposes. The next milestone happens at the 10-year mark, and 3 things happen. You can retire at your minimum retirement age, or called MRA, which usually happens between the ages of 55 and 57. This is what is called MRA plus 10. Number 2, when you die, you will leave behind a survivor pension. As long as you are married for at least 9 months, your spouse should receive a check that equals about 50% of your pension. And this is for the rest of their lives, as long as they do not remarry before the age of 55. Finally, we have public loan forgiveness. This is if you still have student debt. You become eligible to apply for this program when you hit 10 years of service. And the program is ran by the Department of Education. There's a lot of paperwork involved, and a lot of people have found it a little complicated and convoluted. The next milestone is at the 15-year mark. This is when you will start earning 8 hours of leave per pay period. This will equal 208 hours a year, and this basically means that you will have a day off for each pay period. This is considered, along with the pension, as one of the best benefits because this is the time that you have back in your life so you can spend it with loved ones, pursue a hobby, whatever it is that you want to do, this time is yours. The next milestone is at the 20-year mark. And here we have 3 retirement options that present themselves. First is the early out option. If you have 20 years of service and are at least 50 years old, you can qualify for the early out. But this is only if your agency announces an early out, or VERA. Then you can retire without taking any penalties. Second is if you reach the age of 60 and have 20 years of federal service, you are eligible for a full retirement. Finally, if you're 62 years old and have 20 years of federal service, you are eligible for a 10% increase in your federal retirement pension. This is factored in with the 1.1% multiplier. Now, this was not a comprehensive list of all the milestones, just the ones I thought were important and substantial. There are 25-year and 30-year milestones, but I wanted to focus in on 20 years and below to kind of help and assist the individuals that are just getting into the federal government. Also, there are Federal Government Service Career Award Certificates, and that's a pretty long title. You might have seen these in the past, but it looks like this. You earn a certificate for 5, 10, and 15 years. These will have a bronze seal. For 20 and 25 years, these will have a silver seal. For 30, 40, 45, and 50 years, these will have a gold seal. Now, there's nothing special that this certificate will allow you to do, but it is more seen as a sense of pride. Put it in a nice frame, hang it up. All right, did I miss any milestones? Let me know down below. If you're interested in knowing if you can live on a federal government pension, check out this video next. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.